Hello, I'm your host Muse, and today we're making another recipe from the Stardew Valley cookbook series, and today is Farmer's Lunch. The Farmer's Lunch is an omelet and roasted parsnips with baby arugula. In the game, you get this from watching the Queen of Sauce, and here it makes 1 serving of the omelet and about 4 or 5 servings of the salad. First, we're going to make the roasted parsnips with baby arugula. And to start, we're going to put the rack in the oven to the lowest level and preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So you're going to want to get a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Then you're going to take 1 pound of your parsnips and peel them and then cut them into 1-inch squares or pieces. Now in a large bowl, combine those parsnips, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, but we're going to use avocado oil, 2 teaspoons of maple syrup, and a large pinch of salt and pepper. A quote from Marnie: "An omelet made from eggs laid just this morning and a plate of parsnip home fries. Oh, there's nothing better. And it's all thanks to my wonderful brood of hens." We're going to evenly spread these parsnips on that lined baking sheet. Then we're going to put them in the oven until they start to brown, which should take 30 to 45 minutes. Now going back to the yolks of the eggs, we're going to drizzle on 2 teaspoons of whole milk. I forgot that was full. And then you're going to whisk it all together until it's nice and fluffy and it's more of a pale yellow, which should take, again, another 2 minutes. Now we're going to gently fold the yolks into our whites. So here we have a cast iron skillet going over low-medium heat. We're going to take 1 tablespoon of butter and we're going to swirl it around in here so it gets all over the bottom and on the sides. Oh, there we go. That's good in there. Yeah, I'm a professional at this. Oh yeah, very so good. Now we're going to gently pour this in and we're going to let it cook until the bottoms settle, which should be about 7 to 8 minutes. Now you're going to cover this with a lid for 4 to 6 minutes until the top gets more settled, but the inside can still be kind of foamy and a little wet. Now we're going to season our egg with salt and pepper. And add half a cup of Gruyere, cheese. This lovely cheese. And then we're going to let it cook more until that all melts. Now here we have 2 heaping tablespoons of fresh spring herbs. We have chives, tarragon, and baby dough. Now we're going to sprinkle these evenly over our egg. Now we're going to take 1.5 cups of lightly packed baby arugula and put it into the bowl that we originally had our parsnips in, so that when we mix it up it can get all of those oils and juices and maple syrup. Just mix it in there and get all those flavors in. Now we're going to take that arugula and mix it in with our parsnips. Ours are kind of sticking on here, which is expected with how they cooked. And you're going to mix the arugula in until it starts wilting. If you're not using the salad now, you can store it in the fridge for up to 5 days. Now we're going to use a metal spatula to get the ends up, and then we're going to fold it over. Ours looks like it got a little crispy, but it should still be good. And then we're going to plate it. And now it's time to try this. I'm going to try the egg omelet first and then try the salad. So let me get a good angle of this. It's good. Ours definitely got kind of crispy, so I think it kind of took the flavor down a bit. But it was still really good. I enjoyed it. It was definitely still pretty fluffy. It wasn't like your normal scrambled egg or stuff like that. It definitely had that more fluffy feel or texture to it. So now I'll move on to the salad. Get some of that. That's also really good. It definitely has that simple, but like kind of also that sweet because we added the maple syrup. So I think it's a good salad. Again, super simple. I mean, like that, you could probably make that pretty quickly on your own without this. Cooking the parsnips took a little time, but besides that, it's a good, simple little salad. Now you know how to make farmer's lunch from Stardew Valley. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And that marks the 4th recipe in the spring section.